Morning. Looking at the market moving higher this morning, looks like the companies that we were talking about the other day are finally getting some sort of stimulus. Chuck Schumer came out yesterday really late. I went to sleep late, which I don't recommend honestly, but I actually did. I went to sleep late. I went to sleep like 2 o'clock in the morning last night. So I didn't sleep past the amount of hours that I will say that will be recommended before you come into the trading computers, or I was just gonna say the trading floor. Jasleen Estevez. It's online. I see that. I see you. I see you on my live. I'm texting you back. Good morning, baby. I love you. That's my daughter, by the way. So, again, guys, we can see a couple of companies here on the move. And Chuck Schumer said last night that he will be expecting to sign a stimulus package today. So all of those airliners and all of that kind of stuff seemed like they will be pretty happy. We I noticed it popped on some kind of news somewhere that Warren Buffett lost $10 billion in 7 days, or a week if you want to call it that way. CNTY, the casinos. This is a cheap name. CNTY. We'll put in the back burner there. Let me share the stream on the group. Nine 9:22 in the morning. taking a screenshot here. God, my dog is snoring like crazy. Got about 3 minutes to go. Hey, buddy, I got a surprise for you. I don't know if you're on the stream now. ExxonMobil moving higher. XON. ExxonMobil. Gotta keep an eye on it. Here's what I'm thinking. If ExxonMobil is moving higher, energy sector stocks might be moving higher too. Hey, buddy, if you are around here, I gotta tell you, I get back in to Stock Twist. But they banned me though. Like they banned me out of it. Like the whole thing. I was able to make a new account, but they wouldn't like even allow me to make an account with nothing familiar to or related to my old account. No names, no nothing. And I was able to go in, and all of the things, the information, the data, and all of the things that I shared on the old account, they erased. So seems like they banned me out of there though. I'm back in. But you know, they kicked me out the first time around. CNTI. About a minute. About a minute to the open. About a minute to the open, guys. Good luck, everyone. CNTY and watch. CNTY. about 8 seconds. $304 and $410. 304 and 410 CNTY. CNTY 304, 410. Got pen moving higher. Pen moving higher. Pen moving higher. Looking for some sympathy play on CNTY. Pen moving higher. Pen moving higher. iMac moving higher. iMac. I don't know what this company is. Medicare, medical devices or something like that. Healthcare sector. iMac. Pen moving higher. Looking for some sympathy play. What's the spread here? Spread is too high on CNTY. I don't like that. It's about 20-cent spread. This is no play for me as of right now. So we'll be looking at pen pulling back. Pen pulling back. Again, CNTY has a high spread. I'm looking for some sympathy play here on CNTY probably, but the problem is that the spread is too big, and that will be an issue. That will actually be an issue with that big old spread. Pen still has a little bit more room to run. CNTY going to 3. Spread is too big on CNTY. Spread is getting better, so it seems. Let's see. Okay, it's a little bit better now. About 4-cent spread. 4-cent spread. So that's a little bit more decent. We got 304 resistance. I'm not gonna be buying into the resistance on CNTY. I'm not gonna be buying into resistance on CNTY. Tapping candle on the 1. Tapping candle on the 1. CNTY. Pulling back. Again, the same kind of thoughts I'm having as of yesterday. Letting this thing pull back. Letting things pull back. Try to catch the bounce. Although I missed that bounce yesterday that I was looking for on the gaming sector stocks. Resistance 304, just broke that resistance on the 304, 304, resistance 304, CNTY, CNTY, CNTY. Spread is a lot better now. It was about 15-20 cent spread not too long ago. I think it's about to get halted though. Yeah, there you go. It's already halted. CNTY halted. Let's give it a minute. Thanks, man. AAL on the move. AAL. AAL on the move. AAL. AAL on the move. AAL. JetBlue. Pen. Again, I'm trying to see if I can get a decent entry on CNTY. We'll just hold it. This thing is gonna get really volatile. Really volatile. And you gotta try to determine. Well, it would be a good idea for us to get in because you don't want to be the guy holding the bag though. Holding the bag. CNTY. CNTY, guys. CNTY. See what it resumes. I already missed part of the move because resistance was at 304. Issue right out of the gates was that spread was so big. It was 20-cent spread. I didn't want to get a chance into that big of a spread, so I didn't want to send the order in. This thing is about to resume in the next minute or so. There you go. It just resumed. I'm expecting a little pullback at some point here. Spread is not so bad. It's 5-cent spread, really. A little pullback here. Pulling back. Front side of the move. A little bit crazy. There's almost no way you can actually determine when CNTY basically this thing was gonna move higher like that and then just pull back. Gonna be watching the FR. Let's see, FRGI. FRGI. Next level is towards 1099 on FRGI. Let's see here. $590, 601. FRGI. I'm gonna be watching that name FRGI. We talked about this one over the last few days. VRI. Not looking too great though. That shot looks a little misplaced for me. So I'm not really going to AVRI doesn't look too great to me right now. The shot, it's kind of hard to determine one thing or the other. kind of hard to determine one thing or the other. For the people just getting into the stream, here is Discord. If you want to keep the conversation rolling, we got a decent sized group right there. We all sharing ideas. We picked EVRI Sunday night. Go back and take a look at it to see if you would have been doing good. Again, this is all free stuff. I'm not charging, by the way. FRGI, I have a fishing order out there at 602. Stop limit order to buy 500 shares on FRGI over 602 because he has a decent range up to $10. Take a look at those names though. Take a look at those names. If you're green, I will say it will be a good idea to get paid. I like taking at least a third. What's going on here? HUD. Let's see here. We're gonna put HUD here. Why is this one going higher? Special retail. HUD. This one was halted a minute or so ago. HUD. Gonna place it. HUD. Type it in on Discord. You guys can take a look at that name. FRGI pen coming right back up. Let me just take a look at pen. Might have a backside of the move here on EVRI. I have a fishing order out there, 602 limit. Trigger price 602, limit 605 on FRGI. VRI, backside of the move here. Yeah, seems a little tricky to me though. Right here is 512. 512. We have a next leg up at 656. So next leg, so 5. If he gets on top of 5, might go to 550 here. See what else is moving though. I don't. These names are not too, after they get halted and all that kind of stuff, they don't look like, wow, so amazing. Again, sympathy play on CNTY. CNTY, the reason is why pen is moving, same sector, and as CNTY. And holy smokes, I forgot. I apologize. My apologies, guys. I had to check in with the teachers now that online classes and stuff. We gotta check in with the teachers as if they were calling out your name and stuff like that on the classroom. So let's just say, or doing the attendance, let's just say, right? A little bit better to understand. So my order got hit at FRGI. I'm in with 500 shares. Average cost 605. Average cost 605. We have a decent range on FRGI. I'm gonna keep that one on watch. It's pulling back on me right now. Pulling back on me right now. See a lot of consolidation going through. There's really not a lot of stuff happening right now. Okay, let's watch iMac. Let's watch iMac. Oh my God, not. Yeah. I will pass on this thing. I most definitely will pass iMac. It's halted again. I really don't think that I'm gonna be taking any type of orders right there. CNTY moving lower. HUD, everything moving lower. CCL. Okay, let's look at CNTY here. Tapping that 50 simple moving average on the 1 minute. Hold it a couple of times. And CLH looking a little bit better. Let's take a look on this flag on the CLH here. High of 1230. EVRI coming right back up. EVRI coming right back up. EVRI 656. 656. NCLH. Check out NCLH. Check out NCLH. Watching EVRI. Remember, guys, we picked this one up Sunday, and it was actually $1 and change. EVRI went back to, well, went up to 5. The high today is 512 from from the ones to 5 and change. Again, we picked this one up because of gaming. It's a gaming thing, consumer behavior, and all that type of stuff. People being bored at home, they're gonna try to find a way to entertain themselves and whatever. So I picked this one up because of that. And CLH and CLH and CLH on the move. Small pin up right here, breakout. Small pin up breakout right here. On the 1 minute time frame. Can see the market moving higher with this leisure and airlines, hotels, casinos, and gaming companies moving higher today. Again, this is just market and consumer behavior type of thinking. Same thing with KRUS. We picked this one up yesterday. Had a decent day from the 706 something. What's this candle here? Let's see. Had a decent day yesterday. AVXL on the watch that I have it too. 760 to 992. KRUS. Again, this is packaged food delivery, restaurant delivery type of stuff. FRGI today is still on watch. Fiesta Restaurants, CCL, EVRI, and other names like that. DAL right now moving higher, getting a little bit of support around the 50 simple moving average on the 5. Delta Airlines, I think we're gonna have the back side of the move right now. Check it out, Delta Airlines, back side of the move right now. My order was hit on FRGI. I haven't get out yet because it's tapping the view app, so I'm trying to determine right here if I should get out or not, because right now I'm on the red, but it's tapping the view app, so I want to give it a second to see if the view app is going to be supported, and we're gonna print that bull flag right here at 578. It's printing 580 right now, 580. So right now I'm on the red, and I'm trying to determine if I should get out of here now, but I'm gonna let it sit for a second on the view app, see if we can actually get a bull flag and a reversal. BLMN. BLMN. Blooming brands. What in the world? This is nah. I'll put in the back burner, but nothing that really interests me. CCL. Okay, so it's time for me to get out of a 5GI. This thing is not moving as I thought it was going to move. So I think it will be a good idea for me to just bail out of this thing. Turned out to be a little slow so for right now, giving it some time, trying to see what else is moving here. A bunch of stocks with consolidation right now. 485 on EVRI, JetBlue, NCLH, Penn. Did the market roll over? What in the world's going on here? Hold up. I gotta pop this window here. Market's up 1,000 points. It doesn't really matter anyway. See no follow, well, some follow through, but kind of slow right now. The volume has dried in the last 10-15 minutes. This thing is just kind of stagnant. So right now, watching the AL here. DAL 2560 ramping up, topping candle at 2570, 100 sitting at 2571. It's a little bit of resistance there in the 1 minute, looking like it's gonna pull back. Not clear pattern right now. We're printing FRGI a bull flag as of right now. Bull flag as of right now. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, see if we can get back up there. We found a little bit of support on the view app on the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame bull flag. 5-minute time frame possible bull flag. If you get some top, right here we have prior high 595. Can get right back up there. Probably print a bull flag. A little bit of resistance of 2571, 2571 a DAL, 2571 DAL. A little bit of resistance around here. This is a decent pattern that we can see right here. All right, for those of you that are paying attention, you can select different spots. Even if you want to take it from here, you can see this pattern printing, and we have a little flag formation, small kind of pennant triangle type of whatever you want to call it, and we're breaking out of that resistance on the 100 simple moving average on DAL. 5-minute pennant right there on the AL. 5-minute pennant right there on the AL. We can probably go to the next stop right here, the high of this 1-minute candle, 26.30, 26.30. You can see a little bit of buying 25, 25.80. $26.30. FRGI still in, holding 500 shares, 605. It pulled back on me, printed a bull flag, still printing a bull flag pattern, coming right back up. EVRI on watch though, EVRI on watch. But if you like the stream, I appreciate if you want and decide you want to hit the like button. If you're new on the channel, I appreciate if you want to subscribe as well. I hope I could be of any kind of help. If you want to join us on Discord, the link is right there in the description and also in the chat box. All content is free. We share a lot of information. We share a lot of tips and other things on the group, hoping to be of help. NCLH, NCLH, NCLH. NCLH, backside of the move here, picking up a little bit of support. Printing FRGI, 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 FRGI coming right back up. I'm down $90 as of right now. I was down 160, coming right back around. And again, FRGI, we have a decent range to 1099 on the daily. I'm just down with $70 right now, coming right back to my area. So FRGI, I got filled 605, pull back on me, got a little bit of support around the view app, coming right back up with bull flag formation of the 5. And CLH having that move, and CLH. And CLH moving. And CLH on the move towards 13. Small pullback right here. Small pullback. Keep that one on watch. BLMN. I'm really not too sure about that. DAL, Delta moving 26.92 towards the 25.92. Found support around the 50 simple moving average, like we mentioned a couple of minutes ago on the 5-minute time frame. EVRI right back up to 5. EVRI secondary run. EVRI secondary run. We got resistance today at 512, 512, 512, 512, 512. EVRI 512, 512. Next leg up, EVRI 550, 6 and 656. Now the daily is 656 based on the daily, but we have half-dollar areas and whole-dollar areas on the way there. $6.56. Pulling back around the 5, pulling back around the 5. We got a high of 503 high, 503 high, 503 high, EVRI. FRGI tapping 599, 599 coming back to me. I'm 6 cents down, 6 cents down. I'm expecting it to get on top of the 599, get to 6, probably follow through towards the highs again. It gave us a little bit of a bull flag formation on the 5. Oh my god, I apologize. I just slept like 6 hours last night. I went to sleep like at 2 o'clock, which I don't recommend before trading though. If it was a weekend, that would be a different story maybe, but not to come and trade. Not to come and trade. EVRI got that resistance. Resistance at $5, 503. Came right back down. DAL moved up from 25. Got that support and the bounce on the 50 simple moving average. Right now 26.20 DAL and CLH $13 as of right now, and CLH. There you got it right here. Oh gee, come on now. Come on now. Top that support right here on the 50 simple moving average from the low of this one here. 24.91 to 26 is actually what, like a dollar move, something like that. Went to 26.23, like a dollar and change. If you hold throughout the whole mess around here in this 1 minute candlesticks, which look really kind of not too great, but that's just me. That's just me giving you my opinion here. As of right now, I don't really see much stuff going on. This market was bouncing in the morning. Seemed like it was going to be a decent idea. iMac. So for right now, I don't see nothing moving very well. American Airlines moving higher, Delta moving higher here. American Airlines, the sector is moving higher as of right now. NCLH 1320, NCLH 1320, NCLH 1325. Pretty decent move. NCLH, JetBlue moving higher too. JetBlue. CCL moving higher. Everything is moving higher right now. EVRI is probably gonna catch some of that move. EVRI because it's the gambling sector too. We see the leisure sector moving higher here. FRGI moving higher. Coming right back to me. DAL looking decent. Coin higher, 1342. And CLH. EVRI going right back to 5, printing a flag on the 5-minute time frame. And CLH ramping up, racking up to the $14 mark. We had a high of 1360, next leg up 1945. 1945. $19.45 and CLH. Next leg up. Nice move. 1945 next level. 1945 next level. And CLH on the daily. JetBlue moving higher. JetBlue, DAL, CCL, American Airlines, Penn moving higher. It's a bunch of stocks are moving higher here. Expecting JetBlue for a little pullback around here. The topping candle in the 1 minute. We have a lot of resistance up ahead. On JetBlue, we got 272, 272, and we have 898. So $9 pretty much whole dollar area. Again, I was expecting a little pullback on JetBlue. JetBlue got a 872. 872 on JetBlue. 872 on JetBlue. Pretty decent move. Now hold it. NCLH. CCL 1571. DAL 2689. NCLH 1425. Watching JetBlue 872. 872. JetBlue 872. Okay, tapping that resistance at 872 on JetBlue. We got on top of that 898. 898. A lot of buying, 871. A lot of buying, 871, JetBlue. Was a little bit of resistance, 872 on JetBlue. We have pulled back to 867. The bid was stacking at 871. A little bit of a pullback here. Expecting it to go back. Find a little bit of resistance, 898. We already knew we had 872 resistance. Was tapping a lot. The bid was stacking at 871. It was a little bit of buying right there, but okay, there was a lot of resistance there as well. 872 was that resistance on the daily. Next level we have is 898, and then we have on top of that 1094, which I'm gonna tap here. $10.94 in JetBlue. iMac 208, DAL, EVRI 505. Let's see when he actually resumes. About to resume NCLH. There you go. Resuming now. NCLH 1451, ramping up right there. Ramping up right there. 877. JetBlue 877. Got 898 resistance on JetBlue and 98 resistance on JetBlue. 1521 in CLH. 1521 31, pardon me. 1531. 1550. This thing is probably gonna get halted again. This rack up right here, moving really higher. Let me take a picture of that. Pretty decent opportunity for those of you that are in. I'm not in, I have to say. I wish I was. I wish I was. I wish I was. And by mistake I hit something here, and this computer is actually opening a program that I don't want to have open here. Come on, close this thing down. I don't want nothing to slow down my computer. Hold it again, 1576. JetBlue moving higher. 898 resistance. 898, next leg up. Hold out area of resistance. Over that we got 1094. Over that we got 1094. These names have been moving really decently today. CCL, EVRI, DAL, NCLH, PEN moving slowly but surely. AAL, American Airlines, JetBlue here. JetBlue moving higher. A little bit of consolidation here in the 1 minute time frame, moving to 898, which is holdout area. We got an 898 area of resistance, and then from there we have over that 898 and 9, which is a holdout area, and over that we got $10.94. 1094. Pulling back a little bit here on JetBlue. Let's just change things for a second, since we have that one halted. You can see the areas right here. $15.76. Okay, pulling back on JetBlue. JetBlue pulling back. So let it pull back a little bit more. See if we can get a little bit of a bounce here. I got a message on Discord. What does it say? Past 3. Which name? What name are we talking about there? Okay, everything pulling back right now. JetBlue pulling back. Okay, decent pullback on JetBlue. That's decent. That's good. Why? Because we need a bear flag. I mean a bull flag. Bull flag will be decent. Again, we had 872 and 898 resistance based on the daily. Okay, everything else is pulling back, even EVRI. EVRI pulling back now. The AL pulling back. CCL pulling back. Everything's pulling back. Everything's pulling back. So I'll be expecting NCLH to pull back when it actually resumes. All right. Wow, look at that. Resuming NCLH pulling back. Huge pullback, NCLH. NCLH has a huge pullback. Look at this thing resuming all the way down to $14. After this ramp up, CCL, DAL, EVRI, iMac, Penn, everything's pulling back. Everything's pulling back. A little bit crazy here. That's okay. I'm still red, holding red 45 bucks. Not such a big deal. $45 on the red. Holding 500 shares on FRGI. Again, 605 average cost. Right now, 596. I put an stop limit order with a trigger at 602 and limit price to get filled at 605. I got filled. That was actually where he tapped me and pulled back from there. I'm still holding. Watching JetBlue, to be honest, here. Trying to see if I can get a secondary move to the upside. iMac is moving here. iMac. Seems like it was halted a couple of minutes ago. It's probably gonna pull back, so I'm really not too comfortable about this name. It looks not too great to me. Let's take a look at CNTY. So we've been looking at this one since this morning. Again, I missed this entry right out of the gates over here prior to the halt because the spread was 20 cents and I didn't want to take an order with 20-cent spread. That would be a killer. So that's what happened to me there. Right now, still holding 500 shares FRGI. CNTY. Watching JetBlue. JetBlue for a possible comeback when he decides that he wants to bounce. I'm going to be watching that little bit of a bounce, try to get a bounce on JetBlue when it decides that he wants to do it. Gonna be watching those levels. We might have a little possibility for a move back to the high close to the $9 where we have resistance. $8.64. The blue still has a little bit more room to run. I'm not gonna base that entry on this level here. Still has a little bit of consolidation, but that doji doesn't give me any type of indications that we might end up reversing from here. We still have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to close on that 5-minute candle. Guys, bear with me for a second. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's see what the reaction is going to be on JetBlue in the back cut to we get back to 872 here. Back to 872. Everything is pulling back. Wow. DAL. Wow. Long wicks here. Long wicks on all of those companies here. Wait a second. Those were really hard pullbacks that looked a little crazy. Okay, so looking at 872 prior resistance on JetBlue, pulling back from there, a lot of selling going through at 868, 867. 872 prior resistance on the daily, working as a ceiling for now. Trying to break. Seems like we're gonna break above that area there. Yep. Coming higher. Trying to break on top of it. Yep. Yep. It's gonna go on top of it. It's really trying to get on top of it. Holding really tight. If we get on top of that area, we have about next leg. It's a $2 mark. $2 mark. If we get on top of that area, what I don't get too comfortable is that most of the airlines here, AAL, CCL, which is not an airline, but DAL, AAL, and other names, they did pull back pretty hard. They did pull back pretty hard, but JetBlue didn't do that. JetBlue didn't pull back so hard. And so why would JetBlue, when the rest of the names pull back so hard like that, why would JetBlue not pull back in the same way? Why would JetBlue not pull back in the same way? That really interests me. So we can see a little bit of consolidation around prior resistance at 872. Bid stacking at 866. Bid stacking at 866. Seems like we're gonna pull back on JetBlue though. You can see this trend line here. Without resistance that we have to be mindful of right here. All right, so we gotta pay attention to this level right here. Moving really close to that prior resistance at $8.72. Bunch of companies are being a little tricky today. My apologies. I had a call. There's no time for phone call, especially if it doesn't have a name. Okay, so wall sellers at 867. Bid stacking at 866, 867. Okay, we can see that consolidation here. You can see if we're gonna run. What? Bear with me, guys. Okay, we got a digital dollar. Digital dollar. We got a digital dollar. Holy smokes. Like I should have been able to play the lotto last night, 2 o'clock, before I went to sleep. I was talking to my wife about this. That the next thing that they were going to do was introduce the digital dollar to quote unquote avoid JetBlue drop. There you go. See, I told you. Why would JetBlue not pull back as all of the other names? Because it's doing it right now. I didn't want to fall for that. Prior resistance right here, hitting hard at 872. Pull back right away. Pretty big pullback. Pretty big pullback. Guys, I was talking to my wife. I was talking to Matthew. I was talking to a lot of people on Discord. And you have it right there, the link on the chat box. The next thing that the US was going to do, that China was going to do, that Russia was going to do. Matthew, you thought I was talking about BS about China and Russia and all that kind of stuff being the currency. I told you, digital currency was going to be in. According to the news right now, the US just signed the bill. I'm sorry, I don't want to use many bad words. And the digital dollar is rolling in with a new bill. I was talking about this stuff last night at 2 o'clock in the morning on the table with my wife. Next thing they're going to do, they signed a bill and they said the money has too much bacteria. We're not going to be touching people. Next thing you know, digital stuff, so you can implant it in your skin and you can swipe it on your phone or on your skin or whatever. From now on, I see it on the news. Digital dollar is rolling in. I told you, Matthew, about a week ago, this is what's coming down the pipeline. You say this is conspiracy theory type of stuff. No, this is business type of thinking. You gotta be ahead of the curve. You gotta know what's going to happen here. There you go. It's just happening now. Just happening now. In front of you. I was talking about this in Discord group about a week or so ago, and I don't want to be paranoid, but I told you guys this was coming down the pipeline. Matthew, I'm calling you out right now. You did not believe me. Here it is. See that? Told you, man. That's something that was gonna push down the pipeline. Why do you think China about a year ago, Russia about a year ago, they were trying to build up their own currency, digital currency with the Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff? It's not because they want to be the reserve currency. It's because they knew what was coming down the pipeline. This so-called virus here prompted all of these things for people to be asking and begging. One, for a vaccination that Bill Gates is pushing and propping up. And second, for the not touching the money because we're gonna get sick, so they can give us the digital currency and we'll be begging for it. There you go, there you have it. For people that didn't really believe me, you gotta see it. And I'm not talking about conspiracy theory kind of stuff. We're talking about business here, trading related type of stuff. We're not talking BS about politics or none of that kind of stuff. I just said the other day this was coming down the pipeline because that's what the market will be asking for. If you can know what people will think, in the future, you can manipulate the feelings. Now, everybody's paranoid about this virus. Everybody locked down at home. They asking for a vaccination. Next thing you know, you don't even know what they're putting inside of you. Why is it that people don't want to do autopsy on the bodies that are actually dying, the old people? I don't want to say nothing wrong, but everybody knows that if you have the government has no money when it comes down to retirement accounts. Everybody knows that. Around the world, this is not happening. It's just reality of the world. It's just old people dying. And now all of these things are happening. So whatever happens, let's just go back to trading. India Prime Minister orders a lockdown on the country of 1.3 billion people for 21 days. I don't know how they're going to do that, but bear with me, guys. Back here. All right, guys. JetBlue pulled back. Didn't get that support on the 50 simple moving average, pulling back. I apologize. I went off topic for a second, talking about digital currency and digital dollar right now. It was just signed into the new bill for the stimulus package to be able to save the U.S. economy. Oh my God, they're so great. They're trying to save the economy. And now they bring in and taking out all of the dollar out. They're taking out all of the dollar. Well, let's see what's going to happen, dude. Let's see what's going to happen, guys, and everybody on the stream. Guys, if you want to keep the conversation rolling, I appreciate if you want to like the video, though. I appreciate if you want to subscribe to the channel. I also appreciate if you want to be part of the Discord group, which, again, is free, and we keep the conversation rolling. The group is right now, how many people do we have in the group? About 60 people sharing ideas. And so, if you guys want to join, there's a lot of people sharing trading ideas and opportunities. It's not only me talking. So if you guys want to do that, we can go right ahead and do that, though. Alright guys, back here with JetBlue, watching JetBlue, watching the overall market though. Gotta say though, I'm still in red. This thing is pulling back on me. FRGI pulled back on me. Right now I'm on red. I haven't realized it yet, but $120. JetBlue pulling back hard. I'm watching it for a possible bounce off of the VWAP or the 100 simple moving average on the 1 minute time frame. I wish you guys are paying attention to it, because as of right now it's looking pretty decent. Okay, JetBlue tapping that 100 simple moving average on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see how far we're gonna take this one. How far we're gonna take this one down to the VWAP. Going down to the VWAP. Going down to the view. I'm gonna take a picture right here. JetBlue though, JetBlue, the market is being kind of decent. I figure that with the stimulus package type of thing now, the market was going to move even higher. Move higher. It seems like I don't know what he wants to do here. Good Friday. Hold up. Isn't today Tuesday? Alright guys. JetBlue, let's see. What in the world? Hold on, go back here. Alright. All right, let's see. Let's go back to JetBlue. I got distracted for a second. I got a message from my son's teacher. She was sending me a message to know how he's doing. Again, you guys know that this is all digital learning now, for now. And it seems like they want to close down the schools for the rest of the year. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge maybe, but we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can to be able to move forward, you know. I'm looking at JetBlue bouncing off of the BU app. Bouncing off of the BU app. JetBlue bouncing off of the BU app. 1 minute time frame here. VRI coming right back up. The AL bouncing off of the BU app as well. A bunch of the airlines pull back. If you look at this long wicks and this long wicks right here on NCLH, Penn long wick, AAL, American Airlines long wick over here too. So we have a bunch of names that pull back really extremely hard, I will say. Harder than I would like them to see pull back. That was a little bit of a tricky situation. JetBlue, on the other hand, didn't do that. It didn't really pull back in the same way. And this is the reason why I was talking about that a couple of minutes ago. Why the reason is why JetBlue didn't pull back in that way? Well, it came right back up after that little pullback when every other single company was pulling back. Not in the same way, but it did pull back a little bit, and it come back and started to flag on the 1 minute right here under the 872, which was, and it still is, right here. This is a daily level. We have 872, 898, and after that we got $10.94 on JetBlue. This is a nice range on top of the $9 mark. We have about $2 range up from there, from that resistance. This is a little bit cluttered right here, a little bit of resistance, 25-cent move if we can. The first time around it rejected right here, pull back, and then the second time that it's trying to come up right here, look at it. First time rejected, came back, became printed as pennant formation right here on the 1. Came right back up to 872 resistance, again rejected from it. Couldn't find support on the 50. Kept on running down, try to get support around the 100. Didn't really find the support. Came right back down, but it bounced. So bounced from here, really close to the BU app. Closed that candle on top of the 100, but this one did close under the 100. So right now, it's I don't want to buy into this move, being honest. Don't want to buy into this move because what's going on here? Gonna drive me nuts here. Scanning and scanning and scanning, doesn't pop. Stop it. If you can't find nothing, don't give me the scan like that. You're gonna drive me nuts. Okay, I apologize. So it's still close to the balance, and we have the second green, which is turning red right here, topping candle on the 5 minute time frame, which could really be just a bear flag pattern formation right back down towards the BU app. We have a couple of dojis on the 1. I don't feel too comfortable with the current pattern formation though. Let me just put that picture into Discord. Okay, so moving 850, $half resistance around $half resistance, JetBlue here. What's the overall market sitting right here? I gotta pull this one up. That's 6%, 6.85% up today. Few tricky movers this morning. Let me see which. Okay, let's see. Gotta go back and watch something.
What is the... What is that?
Okay. Yeah, so it's looking at the curve on the 150 simple moving average on JetBlue. Doesn't really give me any kind of confidence on an entry around here now. Okay, wait a second here. I think something's changed on my... Something's changed with TC2 DAOs, and they just changed the scanner settings on my face. And I have no idea what's going on here. I didn't hit that button there. Okay, so this, I don't know. Whatever happened, happened. I already fixed it up, so. Next move, again, doesn't give me any type of confidence, though. JetBlue does not look any good to me now. This is probably for short right back down to the view app, which is too close anyway. So I don't have anything to say about this right now. VAL, it's pretty close to the 50 simple moving average. TCL as well. Well, the market has been kind of tricky today, I have to say, though. I have to say. That's a nice question. If OPK will ever go back up again. Let me take a look at OPK here, just to try to give you an answer to the question if OPK will ever go right back up again. I don't know why you guys buy this type of stuff. Like I'm looking at it, it's like, come on now, you gotta run away from this type of stuff. Like what is it like hoping or? Let me not say something wrong here. I apologize. Alright, looking at your blue topping candle on the 5-minute time frame. Probably 1-minute candle. 50 simple moving average. 959. Going right back to the high. 872 resistance up ahead. JetBlue. 872 resistance up ahead in JetBlue. Trying to go right back up there. Trying to get right back up there.
It's no corona. It's no corona. It's no corona. There's a quiz. What is the corona? There's a quiz. What is the corona? What is the corona? There's no corona.
Guys, I apologize. I'm taking care of the Discord group. I'm getting a lot of questions on Discord. We keep in the conversation here. We're talking about OPK stock. We're talking about coronavirus stocks, and we're talking about a couple of different things there. And so I'm taking care of my trading as of right now. I got a position open still at FRGI, watching JetBlue, trying to determine what we're gonna do. But we're too close to midday right here. Things haven't been so great, and so I'm taking care of the stream. I'm taking care of my trading, which I'm only have one position open as of right now. But I'm taking care of the Discord group chat that is asking me questions and different things. So this is why I'm kind of back and forth with you guys and not with you guys. So I apologize if this is kind of any type of inconvenience for you. Again, I do apologize. I do apologize. AAL, well, right back up, making new highs here. AAL, AAL. Okay, guys. I was checking in my kids again for the midday check-in. 1336 AAL. JetBlue going right back up to a 72 resistance. Let's see if we're gonna reject that one. A little tricky moves on JetBlue. A little bit of a tricky type of move. Appreciate if you guys will let me know if probably the audio is good. If you like the stream, anything you want to tell me, I appreciate that. NCLH going right back up. Let me just take a look at it real quick. NCLH. Coming from 1255. Not going to be buying into that right now. JetBlue pulling back close to the A72 resistance again. Kind of tricky again, guys. I don't know. I don't feel too comfy about JetBlue right there. Watching ACLH. What happened with... No, nothing happened. Casper thing. CAPR. iMac. Not the greatest name. Eita. ¿Vos pipito de papi? Okay. Okay, watching that resistance around A72. Let's take a look at AAL here. American Airlines. Racking up. $8.72 in JetBlue, tapping $8.72. $8.72 JetBlue, tapping $8.72. Let's see what we're gonna do from here. A little bit of selling right there. Getting a little bit of resistance around $8.72, $8.73. Let's see, we're gonna have that rejection again around this area. Again, this is a key daily level on the daily on JetBlue, and then we have $8.98. Too close to midday. Too close to midday. Too close to midday. AAL on the move. AAL on the move. Rejecting $8.72 again. All right, AAL. Okay, we got JetBlue moving higher. 879, 883. Next leg up, 898, 898, 898 on the daily, 898. 898 on the daily. Then we got a nice range up over the $9 mark towards the 11. Towards the 11. $8 mark towards the 11. All right, so 1376 going to 14, 898. 898 on JetBlue. 898. Next level of resistance 898 on JetBlue. JetBlue 898.
Papi,
Mm.
yo quiero que la partida está en especial.
Right now, because the goal is to hack computers to escape the facility in which the beast is hunting us.
Here. Go. DAL going right back up. Decent formation. DAL going right back up. Decent formation. DAL 887 again 898 898 on the daily on JetBlue. DAL decent formation. Sorry guys, I was checking out stock twists. I was being asked a question, taking care of the group, taking care of the stream, taking care of my trading. There's a lot of stuff at hand here. Going right back down. JetBlue going right back down. What's the high here? 893. 893 high. We have a high of 898 on the daily. Watching those labels right there. Almost midday here. Decent range. Going right back up. 898. 898. Calm, Nathan. 898. We see 898 on the daily. $8.98 on the daily on JetBlue. Then $10.94 next leg up. Bit stacking 888. It's gonna be a little bit of short right here coming in. There's people selling here, hoping it goes back to the 6s and 7s. But the whole sector is moving today. In JetBlue. Hey, stop it! Stop it! You stop it! I'm sorry. I was telling my dog to stop knocking on doors. He wants to be knocking on doors. A little dog. Doji on the 1 minute time frame on JetBlue here. 1 minute time frame doji on JetBlue. We're trading inside of resistance 878, 898. 878, 898. Resistance 878, 898. Resistance. It's not such a big deal. Anybody green today? You guys holding anything? Talking to you guys on YouTube. You guys green, holding anything? JetBlue trading inside of this thing here. Let's watch if we're gonna find a bull flag. We are really close to midday. Coming down hard. Coming down hard.
Papi,
Mm.
papi,
Mm.
like the parents.
Mm-hmm.
I left a big girl. It's the other girl. Papi, next year I have to eat that.
Here.
Papi, next year I go.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
Papi,
Mm.
next year it hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
happy to know again. Happy to know again.
Okay, so we're just trading inside of a range right here on JetBlue. Prior resistance became support at 872. Oh, so it seems DAL seems to be trading inside of this range here, which look like it's going to be testing again. This area's IMAC moving higher. It's midday now. Seems like things are gonna slow down for a little bit. So I'm gonna stop the stream for now, guys. Wish you guys have a good rest of your day. Happy trading. I don't know if somebody's there to tell me bye or not, but whoever's there, I appreciate you guys being here. See you guys in a little while. Take care.